The story begins shortly after the events of Chapter 4. Dafodil had been taken away by Back for investigation. Since then, she hadn't returned to Ibon. No messages, no calls, nothing. And for Nana Lee, that was especially painful. Because after everything they had been through together, Dafodil wasn't just a friend anymore. She was family. At first, everyone thought it was only a temporary separation. But as the days passed, Nanali became increasingly worried. Little did we know that this seemingly ordinary problem would lead us into one of the strangest mysteries in Neverness to Everness so far. Just when everyone was trying to understand what had happened to Dafodil, unexpected lucky ticket was appeared by Tagido, a trip to an island, a luxury restaurant, and a ticket that seemed too lucky to be real, and that is where our story truly begins. After receiving the ticket, Nanali and I decided to take the trip. Honestly, I wasn't expecting much. I thought this would just be a small break from all the investigations and strange incidents we had been dealing with lately. And more importantly, I hoped it would help Nanali feel a little better. She had been worried about Dafodil ever since she disappeared, so when the boat finally arrived at the island, I was actually excited. The ocean looked beautiful, the weather was perfect, and for the first time in a while, it felt like we could finally relax. At that moment, I was thinking, wow, maybe this trip will actually be peaceful, and then we met our guide.
Greetings. On behalf of the Sunward Resort, I sincerely thank you for visiting the island. My name is Iroi. I'm in charge of taking care of you today. It's a 10-minute walk to the resort. Don't worry, you won't be bored.
After introducing herself, Iroi began showing us around the resort. During the tour, she explained that some friendly anomalies lived together with the guests and staff. Over time, certain visitors even formed special bonds with these anomalies and became their guardians. Rather than being feared, the anomalies here were treated as part of the community. This was quite different from the anomalies we had encountered in previous chapters. Instead of causing trouble, these ones seemed to live peacefully alongside everyone else.
Welcome to the Sunward Resort. Hope you have a great day.
Whoa!
Naturally, Nanali became interested almost immediately. The island reminded her of something from her past, and she seemed especially fascinated by the relationship between guardians and anomalies. After learning that some visitors eventually became caretakers of these anomalies, she began wondering if she could do the same one day. Wanting to learn more, Nanali approached Lady Inanna and asked if she could become a caretaker herself. However, there was a problem. According to the resort's rules, she was still too young.
One of the criteria is age. Nanali, it seems that you aren't an adult yet. I'm sorry. Adolescents cannot serve as guarantors for anomalies. What? That's not fair! Perhaps your friend here can be the guarantor. Once the anomaly is off the island, you can take care of it together.
Although Lady Inanna refused to make an exception, she offered another suggestion.
Nevertheless, if you want to establish deep and long-term connections with anomalies on this island, there is another way.
Really? How can I do it?
Find an anomaly in the resort that is a good match. If the anomaly agrees, you can enter a future guarantor agreement. You won't be able to bring the anomaly home, but as long as you register on the manual, you can come here every day to spend time with your special family member.
At the time, it sounded like a simple and thoughtful proposal. Looking back now, it may have been the first step of a much larger plan. Shortly afterward, we encountered a teddy bear anomaly known as Boss Tiger. The moment Nanali saw it, she became attached almost immediately. To her, it wasn't just another anomaly, it felt familiar. What neither of us knew at the time was that these teddy bear anomalies possessed a unique ability. They could alter their appearance and behavior to match the wishes, dreams, and expectations of children. In other words, children didn't simply choose the bear also chose the child. Chapter 5 later reveals another important detail. There were actually 2 types of these bears. One represented kindness and protection, the other was connected to darker emotions and desires. Eventually, our visit came to an end. With no major incidents and no mysteries to solve, it seemed as though the trip had accomplished exactly what it was supposed to do. Nanali looked happier, the island was beautiful, and everyone was ready to return home. Unfortunately, that feeling did not last very long.
Not too sharp and not too round. The fur inside is pretty soft.
There's fur inside the ear? Are you really sure about that?
Oh, of course not! Master? Master? Oh, where have you been in the past few days? I sent you so many messages. How's your injury? Are you feeling better?
During our return, we unexpectedly encountered Dafodil. After being absent for so long, this should have been a happy reunion. Instead, the meeting only created more questions. Dafodil had the opportunity to return with us, but for reasons she refused to explain, she chose to stay behind. For Nanali, this was especially difficult. She had been waiting for Dafodil to come back, yet after finally seeing her again, she was forced to leave without any real answers. At that point, we still believed this was simply a personal decision made by Dafodil. We had no reason to suspect that something much larger was already unfolding in the background. After returning to Ibon, the atmosphere quickly became heavy again. Although we had managed to meet Dafodil, the encounter had raised more questions than answers. Most importantly, she still refused to come back. Nanali tried to explain that Dafodil had made her own decision. However, not everyone agreed with her, concerned for both of them. Sakari ended up scolding Nanali. The conversation wasn't meant to be cruel, but emotions were already running high and the discussion ended on an uncomfortable note. With nothing more to discuss, everyone eventually returned to their rooms. The day came to an end. And for a brief moment, it seemed as though things would settle down. The next morning, Nanali suddenly disappeared. Realizing that something was wrong, everyone at Ibon immediately began searching for clues. Since there were no clear leads, the team decided to split up. One group would return to the island resort, the last place connected to Nanali's recent experiences. Meanwhile, Edgar, the appraiser, headed to another source of information. Unlike the others, Blackbird wasn't interested in ordinary clues. Instead, she looked toward the future. And what she saw was far from reassuring. According to Blackbird, the future ahead was covered in fog. Beyond that fog, a massive presence was waiting. The details remained unclear. But one thing was certain, the road ahead would not be safe. Before we left, Blackbird gave one final warning. This time, she specifically told the appraiser to be careful. Whatever was about to happen, it would involve him directly.
Appraiser, wait. There's something I need to say. If you keep moving forward, you're bound to encounter a critical juncture. This juncture can lead you to drastically different outcomes. Either a triumphant comeback, or an unexpected loss.
You're talking about my future.
Things aren't what they seem to be. Are you sure you want to go all in?
While our group was speaking with Blackbird, the others continued investigating the resort. Eventually, the information gathered by both teams began pointing toward the same conclusion. Nanali's disappearance was connected to the island, and more specifically, to Boss Tiger. As the investigation continued, the truth behind Boss Tiger finally began to emerge. The anomaly was not simply connected to Nanali's disappearance. It was connected to a much larger incident. During the confrontation, the truth finally came out. Nanali had been taken away, and she was not the only one. Before we could get any further answers, a battle broke out.
This bear must warn you!
Careful, the bear is transforming.
This bear must warn you.
Warring about death, all hate brings forth
revealing your true nature?
After defeating the anomaly, the situation became even stranger. A dense fog suddenly surrounded the area. At that moment, Blackbird's warning immediately came back to mind. The unclear future. The danger hidden beyond the mist.
That ferry is sailing on the land?
Then, from within the fog, a mysterious boat appeared. Believing that Nanali was somewhere beyond it, I boarded the vessel and followed its path into the unknown. And that was how I entered the anomaly realm. A place where reality, memories, and dreams seem to overlap with one another.
Twisties? I didn't expect to see you little guys here. What's that?
The sun. No rise. No set. No morning. No night.
Fog. Echoes of waves. And a giant statue. These all match Blackbird's divination. This must be the anomalous realm they only got lost in. For some reason, I'm the only one here. I need to tell the others.
After entering the anomaly realm, I soon encountered a mysterious girl named Thyme. Surprisingly, she wasn't hostile. Instead of stopping me, she simply told me to continue exploring, if I wanted to bring my friend home. Following her advice, I began searching for Nanali. The realm itself was filled with strange pathways, memories and portals connecting different locations together. It felt less like a prison and more like a world created from emotions and memories. Before long, I discovered a familiar face, Nanali's boss Tiger. This time, however, it wasn't leading me away. It was guiding me forward. As I followed the trail, another important scene unfolded elsewhere. Members of Scarlet Letter had also arrived in the realm and appeared to be preparing for something. Although their objective remained unclear, it was obvious they had their own plans for this place.
There's a problem. The appraiser from A-Bone got in too.
An opportunity. How fun. Did you hear that? Act fast, or two of your companions will be stuck there forever.
You...
Hmm?
I already told you. I will get the target. This has nothing to do with them.
Sis, how would we know you're committed this second time if we didn't have leverage?
Dear, some flowers blossom further after their branches are broken. I trust that you'll make it up to me.
What if our dear sis gets trapped inside too?
Don't worry. I need to get out. There are things I need to do.
I'm sorry I entered your room. Did you see a little pink tiger?
You must be troubled. It's okay. You can search here. But that tiger... what is she like?
This kid likes to eat and mess around.
During my search, I met a kind-hearted young girl living within the realm. Despite her age, she seemed strangely familiar. At the time, I couldn't understand why. She helped me continue searching for Boss Tiger and pointed me toward the path ahead.
This house is huge. Should I take a look inside?
That's my place.
This is a pretty lake.
Illusions and lies are always flawless and pristine. If you want to see more interesting things, take this. My parents were archaeologists. When I was younger, they said, if you want to see the true nature of things, it's the essence of this place. This is what I was talking about. There are other illusions in effect. You can use the kaleidoscope to see their truths. Do you want to give it a go?
What's that? So many eyes up in there.
The one who calls herself Mother has always been watching me like that. But my biological mother, the one who was an archaeologist, died long ago. And this woman should have also died.
Huh?
I ended her myself. My preparation was meticulous. I made sure she was dead.
Why did you want to kill her?
She turned my life into a lie and placed me in a cage she built. All the girls hated her. No, they loved her. I was the only one who hated her.
But she's still alive. Will she hurt you again? What are you going to do?
That absolute unkillable demon pursues me relentlessly. But I'm not going to make the same mistake and let her succeed. She's never, ever going to take anyone from me again.
After a long search with the girl, we find that Boss Tiger finally.
No one can see you when you hide there. She's smart to have found the safest place.
When I invited her to leave the realm with us, she quietly refused. She admitted that she wanted to go, but there were still things she needed to do first.
There are still things I need to do. Goodbye, appraiser.
Eventually, my search led me to Nanali's memories. Through them, I finally began to understand her past, her childhood, her loneliness, and the reason Boss Tiger was so important to her. Long before the events of this chapter, a different Boss Tiger had accompanied Nanali during some of the most difficult moments of her life. Unlike the anomaly we encountered on the island, this one had protected her and stayed by her side. It was one of the good anomaly, a companion she deeply cared about. However, one day that companion disappeared, leaving behind only memories and the strength it had given her, including the Esper abilities she would later awaken. After finally finding Nanali, I tried to convince her to return home. At first, she hesitated, but after everything we had seen and learned, she eventually agreed. After convincing Nanali to return, we began making our way out of the anomaly realm. Unfortunately, getting inside had been much easier than leaving. As we continued forward, the truth behind the realm finally began to reveal itself.
This is against the rules. She cannot pass.
Thyme? Why? You were just telling me how to find my friend.
You can take away the other Nanali, but not the real one. This one is haunted by worries about the future, unable to let go of her obsession with protecting others, and has yet to face many heartbreaking farewells. She would have to face them if you bring her out. Isn't that too cruel?
This is Nanali's life.
It's not. The other Nanali, the one you're not bringing back, won't have such trouble. She left her obsessions here, so she won't be pressured out there. She won't have to make oaths bound to break, nor form bonds she can't afford to care about. She can be strong and free. Take the other Nanali out there for a new life. That would be best for all of you.
So you're saying the other one is not the real Nanali?
I promise. Other than those unnecessary burdens, everything else will remain unchanged.
You're the one who created the other Nanali. Did you also create all of this?
You can say that. The Corridor of Echoes is my projection. I am its creator. Here, Dreamwalkers are drawn to the whirlpool and swept into the Corridor of Echoes, because they carry beliefs and ideals similar to mine. People want to escape from the present and an unpredictable future. That's why they come here to seek the eternal peace of the past. Stripped of worry and forgetting everything, their doppelgangers return to the real world. They no longer flee from troubles, and they spare loved ones the grief of losing them.
So this is why, in the missing persons case the shopkeeper mentioned, those who returned came back changed.
You seem to be angry. Why?
You don't respect their wishes. You're imprisoning them here just because you think you're doing something good. In the south of Hethro is a vast ocean. When Nanali stepped into the water, she said each splash she experienced was unique. One cannot step into the same river twice. Time is the same way. Time must flow forward instead of chaining people to the past. If you created this place, you should know that Nanali's room holds records of everything that has happened since joining Abone. Yet you see those bonds as nothing but shackles. Between us, who is the cruel one?
This place was not simply trapping people, it was replacing them. Soon, a fight between me and Thyme started.
won't allow rules to be broken. It must sail to the past.
Does it make the rules? Or do you make the rules? I can bring you out. Along with Nanoly, the girl in the garden, and all the Dreamwalkers.
That won't do. The rules. The rules.
Remember? When I first entered here, you told me the rules here don't apply to me. The past and the illusions that bind you, I'll shatter them all! Here, I am the embodiment of Neverness. I might as well bring back these riffraffs. If that helm can steer people to the past, then I can change its direction. No more sailing into the past. All of you are meant to move on. Thyme, you should try like the others. Carry your anger, sadness, frustration, and regret. Then behold what lies ahead with those teared-up eyes.
While everyone else had been focused on rescuing Nanoly, Scarlet Letter had been pursuing something entirely different. Their true objective within the anomaly realm.
No more running away.
The projection is changing. Yes. We don't have to nullify her too. Dafodil. Thyme's projection was nullified? Nanoly!
You did your job well, Dafodil. A helm to keep everyone trapped in the past, full of beautiful dreams. How wasteful it would be to simply change course.
The Helm of Theseus. They took the helm. It hurts.
Thyme!
Strange. The Corridor of Echoes has been nullified. So why are these annoying flies still here? Does the Master still pity her student?
That can't be right. I'm sure
Come back, good kiddo.
Dafodil, what are you doing? Dafodil! Nanoli's been looking for you! You threatened Dafodil! Took the helm away from Thyme, and did a lot of bad things before this! What are you trying to achieve?
Threatened, you say? There seems to have been a misunderstanding. My sister here is simply bored of playing house. So she decided to return to her one true family.
Master...
Nanoli, can you hear me? Nanoli! She's not even awake yet.
Most of the things in the corridor should have been nullified along with my projections. This one is a fighter. The fact that you guided her real self just a while ago also caused half of her body and half of her soul to remain.
Half?
That's why she's not in her right mind.
After finally obtaining it, they immediately withdrew from the battlefield, leaving behind even more unanswered questions. With the conflict resolved, the anomaly realm slowly began to collapse, and at last, Nanali was able to return home. Although the rescue was successful, the chapter ended with several mysteries still unresolved. Scarlet Letter's true objective remained unknown. Dafodil was still separated from Ibon, and the purpose behind collecting these powerful artifacts had yet to be revealed.
The moth has flown away. I can't believe that one is still alive. You don't want to worry too much. The gardener has been deployed. But there's a new lead? Mm-hmm. The ants are carrying scattered fruit back to their nest. Many dusty scales of the moth have fallen too. Very well. I'll wait for your good news.
Before the chapter concluded, Hotori also provided additional information about time and the nature of the anomaly realm, revealing that many of the events we witnessed were connected to emotions, memories, and desires that people could not let go of. In the end, Nanali was finally reunited with her friends. However, the cost of the journey left both physical and emotional scars behind. And that concludes Chapter 5, Dreamwalk Corridor. A chapter that began as a simple trip to a luxury resort, but ultimately revealed another piece of the mystery surrounding Scarlet Letter, Dafodil, and the future of Neverness to Everness. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story recap, consider leaving a like and subscribing. It helps the channel continue covering Neverness to Everness lore, quests, secrets, and future story chapters. See you in the next episode.